Hello friends, Tanya here, and today I am playing with Spellbinders card kit of the month. This is the Picket Fence set, and I am also going to combine it with a few other things. This is the Splatter Sentiments Glimmer foil plates. These came out, I think, in January or December. They are gorgeous. There is this beautiful thanks scripty foil plate that I'm going to use, and the coordinating die is in Yana's layered script sentiments. Now this particular set is a die set, and it cuts out the fine detail, and it also cuts out a shadow. Here is the thanks glimmer foil plate foiled in polished brass. And now I'm going to take the coordinating shadow die and I'm going to die cut that. And that's going to be a sentiment to accent one of the cards that I'm going to make using the card of the month kit. Isn't that gorgeous? I love being able to pull in my supplies from other things. We also have the precision layering A2, B, and A. These are precision layering dies that will cut A2 layers, and I'm going to use that to cut out some pattern paper and cardstock for this first card. The die set, this is from the large die of the month kit this month, and there happen to be 2 large circles in that kit, and why not use those as a basic shape on our cards? So I cut a piece of vellum using one of those circles, and I'm going to use some ephemera from this card kit. I've taken some cardstock, this is coaster blank. I use that all the time. You can use scraps of paper, you can use dimensional foam, you can use whatever you like. This is what I like. And I'm popping up the tree and this couple walking their dog. This is going to be a perfect card to give to someone who has watched your dog for you, who likes to go for walks with you, play dates with your dog, any kind of great thank you card for a dog lover. I'm going to adhere all of that to the circle that's going to go on top of this gorgeous pattern paper that just is a bunch of different people enjoying the beautiful park with their pets and with each other. I am using the cardstock that came in the kit and the card base, and that is a gorgeous dark green cardstock that we're going to put behind this pattern paper, and I die cut those with the precision layering dies. I love how they make my edges so nice and clean, and they actually add a little extra detail to them. Now behind the vellum centerpiece, we're going to add a little more coaster blank to add a little more depth and dimension. I like to do that for my cards to make them a little extra special. We're just going to adhere those directly to the pattern paper that we've matted on the cardstock. And then we're going to adhere the thanks right to the page. I think that looks amazing, and it was super easy and fast. I'm also going to take one of the sentiments from this month's card kit in the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that on the inside of the card with some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which is a wonderful ink for doing your sentiments. I'm also going to take a little tree and the little lady who is walking her dog, and I'm auditioning this in several spots until I decide I know where I want it. It would have looked good below it also, but I thought I'd leave that area for writing my handwritten message or signature. I do need to add a little space for that. It is nice to have the inside of your card decorated to match the front and to make it convenient enough for you to just sign your name at the bottom, so you don't have to think of a whole lot of clever things to say. Sometimes that's just what you need. Next up, we're going to take a piece from the Scalloped Symphony note card die set. I just want this beautiful shaped circle because I'm going to layer that on this card. Now I've got a piece of white cardstock that I'm going to mat behind this beautiful pink pattern paper from that 6x6 paper pad, and I'm just going to adhere that to the card base also. I have already cut these with the precision layering dies again. Those precision layering dies just came out I think last month, or is it this month? They may have come out just this month. I've been using them for a while because I got them a little earlier so I could make projects to share with you all. And I love them. They're amazing. There's some mini slimline precision layering dies available too. So I took that circle die, also from the large die of the month kit this month, to cut out the pink paper, and that pink cardstock is also from the kit this month. And I've taken 3 birds from the ephemera and a cluster of flowers that has a little bit of gold foil detail added to it already. And then I adhered everything to the front of the card. Next, I am pulling out the September Die of the Month kit, the Layered Sentiments kit. You are still able to get this die set. And I die cut the Hello shadow and the detail. I used white for the shadow and the gold foil cardstock for the Hello, and I'm adhering those together with my Barely Arts Precision glue. Those get layered up, and I will glue those right to the front of the card, tucked in between the birds and the flowers, and leaving a little pink white space, so to speak, above them. I love how those birds are just dancing around that circle of embellishment elements. Next, I'm going to add some of these clear sequins. They are just the perfect little sparkly little embellishment, and add a little bit of extra something to this already pretty cute card. I love that the card kit creates pretty easy and beautiful cards with not a whole lot of effort, and you can easily add some of the things from your stash. That patterned paper is just beautiful with all of those white flowers on that pink field and the pretty little blue leaves. There's a quick close-up of that card. Love that. Next, we're going to take the Fluted Classics rectangles, and we're going to take the largest fluting and the largest die outside and the next size rectangle for the inside, and we're going to create this beautiful mat on some pearlized paper in white. This is exactly sized to fit on an A2 card front, and I glued that to one of the included cards. Now I'm taking some ink, re-inker, and I am using it to add some spatters to this card base, this panel from that will go on the card base. I believe I used pink and orange and a sparkly color to add some spatters to that, and then I'm going to adhere that to the front of the card. I did put a little bit of cardstock. No, I didn't. This is just straight. This is a heavyweight cardstock that I had die cut from that rectangle, and I'm centering it in the Fluted Classic rectangle here. And then I will take our little picket fence with all of these flowers that I've laid out exactly the way I want, and used a little bit of the press and seal to hold all of those pieces together. And now I'm going to add a little glue behind the picket fence and all of these flowers, and I'll be able to stick it right down on the card front exactly the way I wanted, except my foliage piece had fallen out, and I didn't notice that. So we're not going to have that foliage piece on there, because by the time I figure it out, it's already well adhered to the card front. That does not take very long. I just press the embellishment pieces onto the card front and then slowly peel that piece of press and seal off. I will set that piece of press and seal aside, and next we're going to take some a happy birthday sentiment that I took from the clear stamp and die of the month. I stamped the words with some black ink and die cut that with the coordinating die. Here are all 3 of the cards that I created today. They were super fun and super easy. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to do that now. I'd love to hear in the comments which of these cards you like the best. And if you're interested in any of the products I used today, please check that description box below. They will be listed and linked below as always. Until next time, bye-bye.